Right guys, let's head back down to the digital world and crack down on my thoughts on the English dub of Digimon Adventures Try Part 5. Before we hit the intro, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Once you do, you will hopefully get notified for all my other videos that I upload and post. Also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links should all be down in the video description down below. And don't forget to support me on Patreon as well, and Coffee. Links all should be down in the video description down below. But now let's crack down to the intro. Let's Digivolve. Hey guys, Kai from Kai's Take On here, and let's crack down to my thoughts on the English dub of Digimon Adventures Try Part 5. And I know it's late, and there's a reasonable explanation for that as well, and it can be work related and to the whole point of also not having the motivation of wanting to do videos as well. But get back into doing one of my passions, one of my hobbies, and that is video making. So I will be bringing back a lot of content back for this channel, and it will be regularly uploaded for the next couple of weeks. But this is the first of several videos related to Digimon Adventures Try English dub thoughts. The last part 6, will be coming out as well later on today or later on this week, along with it being also again included my final thoughts on the English dub. I might be either including it in part 6 or I'll be putting it in its own video, and I'll be bringing that on to later on when it comes to it. Okay, let's crack down to the dub. Okay, so highlight so far is Kate Higgins' Gotemon has finally included those cat mannerisms. That is the big highlight for Okay, so let's crack down to it. The highlight so far is Kate Higgins' Gotemon. From the point she started till now in part 5, she's finally started to include those cat mannerisms that Gotemon had within the original series. And one of the things I think I will mention is, if it was a different in the original series, it was one of Gotemon's most memorable traits that Gotemon has, is that she had these cat mannerisms. But a thing that I've been liking about Kate's interpretation of Gotemon in this is that she's combining elements from the original voice actress with the cat traits into the speech. But I think she's also trying to replicate the Japanese voice actress as well, along with it, where she sounds younger, but she's also got those cat mannerisms as well that is so renowned and so iconic within the Gotemon character that I think is really well done. So that's another thing. So that was great as well, and really well. So let's get down to Tara strands or stands. Like all the other times I've talked about Kairi in this performance, it's been on and off for me. Like I stated in all the other parts, Kairi was a very memorable character for me in the English dub by Lara Jill Miller, or is it pronounced Laura Jill Miller, and because of the way she portrayed Kairi in the voice, is very iconic to me and very memorable. And Tara Strands tries her best to recapture that voice, that tries to mimic that voice, but there's also been scenes where she records and that voice that Kairi had in season 1 and season 2 is there, and makes me feel like that is Kairi, that is Lara voicing Kairi again in Try. But then it just suddenly goes, and it just goes, eh? That's what happens every time I hear Tara Strands voicing Kairi, and it's going to be it'd be the last time I'm going to be nitpicking her until part 6 and until part 7, the last video of the final thoughts on the English dub as a whole. I'll be completely doing a complete thoughts because I have some funny issues with how Toei Animation's done the dub for this, but I'll talk about that in the final video of the series. And her performance was really lacking, and it's just really put me off her character a little bit more because of how she gets Kairi's voice right to the point where it's wrong, because this is meant to be the same character that we knew from our childhoods as well. And I'm not one for criticisms, but when it comes to a show a film series that is meant to continue the franchise on from the characters we knew and established from Adventure in Zero 2, and we know what the characters sounded like, then in some ways for me you need to try and get the actors to try and recapture or recreate or mimic previous voice previous voice actors work, and try to mimic it so it somewhat fits and feels fluent, and it feels like it is a straight continuation, and that wasn't the case. It's never the case with Tara Strands. It always changes on and off every time I hear Kairi speak in any scene from part 1 to part 2. There was in one of the parts, I think it's either in part 2 or part 3, where she had it perfect, and I think it was part 2 where she had it fully perfect, and she kept that voice completely, and it made me think of it being the original voice, Lara Jill Miller voicing Kairi again. It made me think that through that whole part. But then as soon as part 3 came, and then 4, it went back to normal. It went back to on and off, and that's always been my nitpick with Kairi's performance here. It's one of my major criticisms I have. I'm not against voice actors putting their own swings to things, because I've accepted Monica Rial as Bulma for Dragon Ball, because I've ended up loving Dragon Ball Z Kai's dub of Dragon Ball Z. I've preferred the Kai's English dub over the original, and I've gotten used to Monica Rial as Bulma. Do I still prefer the original? Of course I do, because that's why there's only a few voice actors that I still hate for as the voices, because I prefer them in other roles, and their voices just sound like their other roles in a different body. But Tara Strands is not one of the replacement voice actors that I personally don't like. In Try. This is a shocker for me in this one, that in one scene in Try in part 5 between Tai and May, they were talking, and and this is now going into Joshua Seth's performance, and it's mainly in that scene. His other areas of the film, he was great, he was perfect, but this one scene between him and May in the schoolyard at night, feels like he had trouble getting back to Ty's voice, because I know in videos and that Ty's voice is like a higher pitched version of his normal voice, so that's how he created the character Ty, but in that scene his voice was a little bit like he was having trouble to maintain it, was really struggling to maintain it, and in some cases, after rethinking about it, after remembering as well, it was like that for the majority of the rest of the film. But I'm not taking it away, because it most likely is a hard voice to maintain all the time. He also returned to voice Motimon as well in this part as well, so it's nice that he reprised a role that he only voiced in one episode in Digimon, and he returned to actually voice that character, because I think it was easy, because I think Jeff Nimoy had trouble mimicking that voice as well, because I think he said it in a panel that he had trouble mimicking Joshua Seth's Motimon and everything, so it's glad that Jeff Nimoy's Genai was really great. It really was fun hearing him again as Genai, and most likely going more of the crazy look as well for Dark Genai, and it was really fun playing along with that role. But going on to Vic has made Matt his own. He has made Matt his own in terms of voice, and in terms of making me now think that this is what Matt sounds like now at this age. It's like Matt's voice has changed, has broke, and this is what he sounds like now. Whereas in season 2, Matt still sounded the same as he sounded in season 1. Yes, it's the same voice actor doing the voice, but it doesn't seem like age progression. Here, it sounds like Matt has grew older, his voice has broke, and it has finally gone into, and Vic has made it his own. Dougie Roltz and Johnny Onbush, I still wish they swapped roles, because I think Doug could have easily tweaked his Nishijima voice to work with TK, and so we had TK continuing being the same actor from season 2, who is Dougie Roltz, and it would have worked better in this situation as well. And so yeah, but Johnny's been doing great with TK as well, and with the featurette as well that's included on the Blu-ray, it goes on to that as well. David Mallow did not return to voice Angemon. I think it was between two. It was Jamison Price taking over. He was Okinawa in season 2 and Seraphremon in Frontier, I believe. So he is connected to Digimon via those characters. So it was nice that they had the replacement Seraphremon, or the voice of Seraphremon from Frontier, taken over from Dave Mello to actually do the full voice of the champion, Mega, and ultimate forms. But that is really they're the performances and they were really done well. I can't think of any others that would suit these roles, but that's it. So we will now switch over and switch to the there, and we'll be talking and taking a look at the case and the cover, and will give my final thoughts of the video after this completely at the end of this video as well. So let's Digipop. So here we have the Part 5's Collector's Edition. Like all the other sets, the Blu-ray is a Collector's Edition. We've got the Chapter 5 Coexistence in a white triangle up in the left-hand corner when you view it this way, but it's actually the right, but in picture terms it's the left-hand corner. Gone up there. Digimon Adventures Try. Picture of Mei, Kari, Meikumon and Gotumon. Manga and Toei Animations logo right down the bottom there. And the UK certificate rating of a PG. Side of the spine is white, like all the others. White with a bit of pink to represent the poster colour, and 5 and the same details of PG, Toei Animation and Manga Entertainment. Back is full on pink with the legalese on the bottom here, the aspect ratio, the audio and other legalese that needs PG rating again, barcode, Manga Toei, the description here again, I won't read it, but it's in the same layout as well. So when you take it out of the slip cover, so we move the slip cover up the side, I've got it on the reverse sleeve, so it hasn't got any of the like age ratings or any of the like Manga Entertainment or Toei logo. It's a nice clean cover and nice representation of the poster. We've got Digimon Adventures Try Chapter 5 Coexistence right up here. On the spine we've got the same thing as we did on the cardboard sleeve. On the back it's now white with the writing and text to represent the same colour. And we've got the legalese here, but no age rating or barcode. Now in here, I will show off the disc on it as a scan image because I've left it in the Blu-ray player. But inside you can see the other image is exactly what we saw with the slip cover, hence why I had showed off the slip cover and then showed the reverse sleeve as the main case. So that is it for the case. Like I said, I will show the image of the disc right now. The CD cover is pretty much pink, so similar to the colour of the reverse sleeve and the back of the cardboard sleeve, with Digimon Adventure Try's logo on the top with Coexistence, PG rating, and the other like copyright information, license information down on the bottom, and like the legalese around the rim of the disc. So let's now cut into the art cards. So we've got another set of 4 art cards. Again, like all the previous sets, we got 4 art cards. I've already done the scan for this set, has been done months and months ago with back when it came out. I managed to do the scans for this. So we got Meikumon sitting down looking all happy with some like copyright info on the bottom. We've got Gotumon in like a decent like battle pose with copyright info and not for sale down in the bottom. We got a action running pose of Gabumon, and yet again copyright information and not for sale. And we are back to and I just realised the last and 4th one for this set was still on the bottom of the shelf. That is Palmon, just in a nice little flowery pose as well, and that is pretty much it. And lastly but not least, I'll be panning this up because of how wide it is. actually no, I'll be folding it out, laying it out flat like this, and now it's time for an aerial shot. And we've got the poster that is also represented by the reversible sleeve as well on the case of part 5. So now let's head back to facing camera and wrap up this thoughts video. But overall, like I said, the dub was okay at best. Could have been better, but overall it was just okay. So my question for you guys to end this video is what was your thoughts on part 5's dub? Did you thought it was an improvement from the other 5 parts? Did you think it got better than the other 5 parts? And whose performance do you think got better in this part? Which performance actually progressed and you thought actually was better than their performances in the other 5 parts? Like me, Katie Higgins' Gatomon is definitely slightly more improvement than her other parts, other times voicing Gatomon, where they literally did not include the cat mannerisms, while in this part I did hear some of the cat mannerisms within the speech that was missing from Gatomon, because that's one of Gatomon's English dub iconic traits in the English dub, and this is meant to be that exact same Gatomon from season 1 and not a different Gatomon. When it comes to Gatomon, like Pokemon, there's so many different versions of these Digimon in the digital world or in different Digimon seasons. There are plenty of different Gatomons, Agumons and stuff, so I always accept the different voice actors not sound the same as the previous ones, because they're not the same character as we know from season 1 or Theatre Squad or Fusions or Aptly Monsters. They are different Digimon. They are different Agumons or different Gatomons. So sometimes I do accept a Digimon that is Gatomon that is not the Gatomon we know from season 1 or season 2 without the cat mannerisms, because that is a different Gatomon. That is not the Gatomon from season 1 and 2. Whereas this Gatomon in Adventures Try should normally have those cat mannerisms, because that is the character in the English dub really known for, was her also having that iconic cat mannerisms. But then that's the only highlight here that I liked about part 5. Genai, I've got again Jeff Nimoy, Genai, perfect, spot on. Kat Himigawa was Kate Higgins as Mikawa was slightly better. She got to be a bit more creative with Himikawa in this part, and same with Christina V as well. But with these thoughts videos, I mainly highlight more of the nostalgia characters that I loved and are more memorable, because some of these characters are new and is part of Try. I always pick, you know how I do my thoughts video, I always go on the thoughts on the original characters and some of those characters, and if they've got new voices, I sometimes will pick up them over the new ones, and this is no different. But yes, this is now the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video as much as I did recording it, and I'll see you next time. I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Taylor Corner, and I'll see you next time. But for now, see ya. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video of my thoughts on Digimon Adventures Try Part 5's English dub and my full-on thoughts on it. If you liked what you see, you can check out the playlist on this side. I think I've created a playlist, so if there is a playlist button here, then check that out. And check out my last Digimon related video right here as well. That is the final full-on thoughts on the Digimon Adventure Try film series, full-on review thoughts on Try as a whole. There will be a Try English dub final thoughts in general from parts 1 to part 6 after this video, or after part 6's English Thoughts goes up, because I'll be talking a lot more and going a bit more in depth of my criticisms that I brought up from the previous parts of the English dub. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.